Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in and see what's happening with Bitcoin. This is the 8-hour chart, but I'm not going to go here yet. Let me go to the weekly chart. I'm just going to go through the weekly and the daily chart pretty fast, and then I'll dive more into the 8-hourly chart because that was the one I did late last night, and I want to see the changes. On the weekly chart, we still have the descending triangle here. I use yellow highlighted words to show that those previous descriptions or predictions have changed. So the current BTC weekly candle turned red right there, and it was previously white or green. Because of this, around 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, it started trending down. And I was anticipating that the positive reporting from Google and AMD and some other tech companies would lift it up, but nah, the whales had their ways. So basically, it's red now. It's still in this descending triangle, and it seems to be following this descending path, resistance path. But we'll see some more. We'll see how this week finishes and go from there. Not much change with the KDJ lines. So I won't. I'll skip that. MACD. I'll skip that too. Same as the previous video. But on the RSI, the aqua CVD and the white momentum indicators, they were sloping down, but they're flattening out now. So more than likely it'll crab sideways, or it could, with more pressure, it could go down some more if it's following this resistance path and the descending triangle. So my rating, it's crab to a bear for the weekly chart. Now let's go to the daily chart. And again, I'll zoom through this. I'll zip through this. Maximize it out so you can see here. It's still following the descending channel path, but what you can see here is that this larger than normal candle, the previous one had really small bodies, but this one bounced against the resistance channel line and went down. That's pretty interesting, like it did that here, and up here. So that's interesting. So I gave that a little bear right there for that signal. Down below we have changes down here on the KDJ level off near the top and turn it down as previously predicted. That was on the previous daily chart. The white J line has a high probability of penetrating the blue K line and the red D line, and I give it a bear. On the MACD, the way MACD is leveling off and starting to trend down. It's hard to see here, but I'll zoom in a little bit for you. The histogram bars are starting to taper off and trend more bearish. So let's zoom in so you can see that, because it's pretty tiny. You can see right here, you see that line that's starting to level off right there. That's the MACD line, the white MACD line. And you can see the taper in here. These are still really small in sizes, so we still see this. Both of these lines were up above, but they're below and they're still coming back up. So it's going to remain somewhat, while they're down here, it's going to remain pretty bearish. And the reason these bars are so short is because the distance between these two lines. All right. Let's go down to the red RSI and aqua CVD and white momentum indicators correctly predicted the price reversal. Previously, they were leveling off, and I mentioned that it's gonna price may drop, and it did. All three are trending down now, so it gets a bear. The rating for the daily chart is going to be a bear, and I think we'll take a look at the 8-hour chart and see how that is going to go in the shorter time frame. Here's the 8-hourly chart on TradingView. The BTC broke. You can see right here. It broke through the rising wedge. Here's the rising wedge. Here's the support right there. And followed the predicted bear trap. I've been saying bear trap for a while. While it's been consolidating here, I called the bear trap, and it's finally happened. But we'll see if it continues to further down right here. And right now it's back inside that horizontal channel that's been here for quite some time. It's back in here. So more than likely, it'll just bounce around inside this channel, retest the upper zone, retest the lower zone, and just have some choppiness, like a saw, like going up and down, up and down. And then you see this current candle right here. You see how its body is really small, and there's wick on top, wick on the bottom. The wick on the bottom is longer. There's more pressure, upward pressure going up than it's going down. So that's kind of bullish, and you can see that in the white candle. So that's kind of interesting. But we'll see. Let it play out, and we'll see what happens. Let's go down to the indicators. The KDJ, all three lines are fanning out and trending down. You can see that right here. Right there. Yeah, this was, they were pinching before. And I mentioned that, yeah, if it penetrates down, that's bearish. And it did. The white line is it's at a steep angle piercing the low 20s. In this KDJ zone, there's a upper one, which is 80. You might not be able to see it, but let me maximize it. There's this line right here. That's 80. That's the upper zone, and here's the lower zone at 20. And it's about the white J line's about to pierce through the 20 zone, and that's usually marked like a bearish zone. So it's gone down below previously, and it may do that just in here too. And I gave it I gave it a bear signal here. Down at the MACD, after rising since January the 24th, the MACD line is flattening out. You can see that it's been rising and it's flattening out. And it's near the zero level line. You can see here's really, I'll show you. This line is at negative 1,000 something. This is negative 2,000 something. And so it's trending back to the zero line. It could go up even more, but I think it's going to round off here and it's going to trend back down. You can see the tapering of the histogram bars here, and it's going down to near zero here. And so that's if it continues to consolidate sideways, it'll be a crab, but more than likely it'll trend down. It'll round off right near the zero line and then go back down, and that'll be bearish. Let's go down to the bottom indicators here. The red RSI, aqua, CVD, and white momentum lines were trending down in the last 16 hours, but are flattening out. Strong possibility they'll trend down again. So you can see here, they were trending down right around here, and then they flattened out here. So the flattening out stops the trending down momentum, so it could be more crab, a sideways movement. But if there's more pressure to the downside, like more sell-offs or manipulation, this could easily flip back to trending down again. But more than likely, it'll crab sideways. Let's take a look at the heat map and see what's going on with the heat map. I had my computer off during this period, so it's not gonna show anything. So I'll show you on Binance though. What here was the sell-off right here, you can see it on Binance. You won't be able to see all the bubbles because it's not aggregated, but here's the sell-off, and here's the movement back up, and this is where we are right now. But let's zoom back into here, and let's take a look at the various different levels. So let's zoom in a little bit and see the actions. Consolidated. We have some spoofing happening here buy spoof walls down here, trying to force the price up. Sell spoof walls up here, trying to force the price down, and they're continuing right here. But not a lot of action. It seems to be more lighter spoofing here right now. Let's zoom out and let's see what happens down below and above. So down below, do you remember the two walls we had yesterday? Let me go to Twitter. I want to show you the walls from yesterday. You find it. I believe this is the one. There you go. Let me move it over for you. So there are these two walls that appeared yesterday at 34 and 33. Let's see if they're still around. 34 and 33. So 34 is still here. 33 is lighter. So that's interesting. And 35 is in place, is in play now. So it changed. We have a 35 and a 34 instead of 34 and 33. So they're still here, which would lead me to expect that a group of people are expecting price to drop into this zone. And if that's the case, some of you would be very happy because you have your entries down below here. Up above, we don't have much up here, but let's see how far it goes down. So we have 35, 34, 31, 30 is still pretty strong, although it's lighter here. It was much redder here. Let's go, and then we have some at 29.5, 29. You look at 29. It became heavier right at this point right here, which is the 2nd of February at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. These two walls right down here, these buy walls, got stronger. Interesting. 28,000 down here. We still have that. We have 25,000. Notice this wall got increasingly dark, more reddish. It was really like more whitish here, and then yellow, and then red. It just became warmer and warmer. The warmer the color, the larger the walls. And down here at 21, that looks about 21 is down here. 22 has a small wall. I'm not sure if it's at 25, but it's there. 21, 20, and that's pretty much. I mean, there's some way down here. 15, 14, 12. I mean, like, chance of it going down that way. I mean, there's a small percentage, but more than likely it'll stay within the low 30s or upper 20s to mid 20s. That's where the high percentages probabilities are. So hope you found this useful, and I really like the 8-hour chart much better than the hourly chart, because like I can do an hourly chart and it'll change while I'm doing the video because I type it out first. So appreciate you joining. Let me see if I can get this new hang on a second here. Lost my window. Oh yeah. If you found this helpful and valuable, go ahead and smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe. And please leave comments in my YouTube channel so I know what's up in your mind. Even a thank you is appreciated. Thank you. Peace.